Hey, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Out of Character.
Hi.
Welcome back
Thanks for coming to see us.
again.
Hear us. Hear us. Thanks for coming to listen. That's what I meant to say.
Smell you later.
Thanks for listening again, tuning in to this show, this little show of ours.
I feel mischievous today. Do you feel mischievous?
Never.
Oh, damn.
Just want to start things off with a little quick shout out to the folks over at Syrinscape
Thank you to Syrinscape
for their lovely little audio software that keeps this show thematic and thrilling with its ambient music and sound effects.
You sound cool.
You sound good. You did it good.
And I think, Marcus, you wanted to mention something?
Yeah, I actually got it. I don't know why I was the one that received the email, but I did receive an email from Doug Giovanni.
Oh, really?
Over the week. He asked us to actually kind of step it up a little bit.
Oh, dang.
I'll step up to him.
And he actually mentioned you by name, John.
I'll fight him.
And he wanted to never hear your voice again.
Well, too bad.
His other request was if we could actually embed his advertisements throughout our play.
Like how?
Like if Gilly is talking to us about these metal dice that she made and it's like, oh, by the way, would you like to try Doug's dime dice? They're lovely. I don't remember what Gilly sounds like.
Spot on, Marcus. Spot on.
What?
All right.
What was that voice? I don't know if I'm more mad at the voice or Doug sending you an email saying he never wants to hear my voice again. Both kind of make me mad.
Are you surprised by that?
That your accent was terrible? Yeah. Thought you were better than that.
You should know I don't do accents.
I know.
And with that
Fucked up.
lovely note from our old friend, Doug Giovanni, I'll see what we can do about it.
Loose term on the friend.
Since apparently we're still being contacted by Mr. Giovanni. Here's to hoping we can amend our friendship, our shattered friendship with him.
Fight me.
Because I am a big fan of Doug's dime dice.
Yes.
Fight me.
Great dice.
Actually got a couple dime bags yesterday.
And you didn't share? And you didn't share?
No, man.
No.
You know how stingy I am with my my
Yeah.
dime bags.
He's
Very.
hella selfish.
Anywho, without further ado, let's actually kick this thing off and let's start today's episode of Out of Care.
This is him forgetting to pull up the song.
No,
Okay.
here's a little look behind the scenes. I pull up the music off my tablet device, unnamed tablet device, and it was updating. So I couldn't up. I
So
couldn't
we're-
open
Don't
it.
worry, I got you.
Nerd. So, we're just gonna cut this out, right?
Of course not.
Oh shit! Wow. So
So now, as I was saying, let's start our show off. Let's start out of character.
George missed it.
In the middle of the song, I just look over and Marcus is shaking his head to the beat, pulling out his Nintendo Switch just for no fucking reason. He's like, doo-doo, then slyly puts it back.
You know, backup entertainment.
So last time on Out of Character,
Okay.
our
Okay.
merry band of intrepid adventurers found themselves at a courthouse of some sort, where there was a hearing regarding their encounter with these evildoers, masked or cloaked in black. Excuse you.
Sorry.
They went over the events that transpired a couple days prior, and they were told with the insightful mind of Ethison, who was also brought in, that there is a Professor Doar that might have more information on this runic symbol of infernal make. But he's located north of the city, over at the Fellsgrove Monastery. A couple 2 days travel northward. After that, they were dismissed, told that they would have a guardsman as a escort. So they went home, and they await the arrival of said guardsman. And that's where we left off. So there you two are waiting in Ashlock's home, left to your own devices.
And it's just us and your mom?
Mom's not there.
Mom's not there. I feel like I had stuff to do.
Well, I was gonna make those bracers.
Tinker away, son.
Hey, Darren, if we're gonna get started on these bracers I told you about, we kind of need to get some leather.
Oh, well, right on. Let's head out and do that.
All right. Would I go to market to Gillies at the
Brenna's Vault.
Brenna's Vault?
Yeah, you know that, well, the last time you were there, you saw leather wraps that you would need to work on some bracers made of leather.
Okay.
So she would have the materials you're looking for. So you head that way?
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way towards Brenna's Vault, and you hear the sound of someone going at it at the forge of...
I didn't mean to walk in on anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. My eyes. My virgin eyes. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got mind fucked.
So yeah, someone going... You make your way towards... You head inside. Someone obviously on the forge.
Hey, Gilly. Excuse me, Gilly.
Is someone out there?
Yeah, it's me, Ashlock.
Oh. She heads so forward.
You need to be a little bit louder sometimes and put some oomph in your voice.
Oh there, lad. What can I do for you?
I need some leather.
No,
Oh, no need to be rude.
Oh,
didn't mean right. No, okay.
And who's this?
this is Darren.
Hey,
Pleasure.
boys, I think we met.
Have we?
Yeah, I came and got the brazier from you. And,
Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
wow.
Nice faces. This little guy's a bit easier to remember.
Yeah, he kind of...
So, what can I do for you two lads today?
I need about a half a side of about 4/6, maybe 5/6 veg tan leather.
See, now this
I'm gonna need something.
is why I remember it. He's a man who knows what he's looking for.
I mean, I did too. But all right.
And I'll probably just need something just about half that thickness, just for a little more pliable stuff.
And you want
as
something
well.
already worked, right?
Oh, that would actually be really good. I mean, you skip all that stuff. Yeah, if I could get that, then yes.
All right, you
That's
give
what I
me
want.
about a couple hours, and I'll have that ready for you.
Okay.
You know, you said how much you need?
About half a side.
I said. Right. What were the dimensions?
Well, if you're working, are you actually making the bracers for him?
Oh, you. Oh, I meant if you want like worked leather, or you just want hide.
No, I was just gonna get like half a side of leather.
Okay. In that case, yeah, give me about 2 hours, and I'll fashion them into workable leather work or workable bracers.
Right.
Right now, not got much to do, and I mean, if it's no bother to you, it'll cost you a bit more.
I could just take the leather and do it myself.
That's fair. I'm not one to shy away from someone doing their own work.
Yeah.
All right then. You
It's
come
up to
back.
you.
You come back with about 10 silver pieces, and we'll be all squared out.
All right. You wanna pay that or?
Oh yeah, no, I can.
Okay.
Is the leather ready right now for us
No.
to take?
If you're not getting it worked, yeah, I'll just go back, get a ream, cut it to your liking, and you guys will be good to go.
Pull out a gold, put it on the counter.
Mm-hmm. Takes it. All right. Give me a second.
Everything itches.
Please.
I don't know.
Here you are, lads.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
So about that sword I was gonna make,
Yeah. I've been waiting.
I kind of had something come up, and I'm gonna be a bit busy, so I may have to pass on that for now.
Oh, I already told her that when I came up here to get the brazier. Remember you asked me to.
Yeah.
Why are you working on a sword? What is a sword? Do you have it drawn up?
Just
I
kind of in
imagine
my
it was a
mind.
simple rapier, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, it wasn't. It was a rapier. I was gonna embellish the hilt a bit and give it some flair.
Oh, I never thought of you as the fancy type.
Now, if you don't mind, gentlemen, if you're done here, I'm gonna go back. I've got work to do.
Bye, Gilly.
All right.
Thank you.
You'll have a good day.
So why rapier?
I just,
I've only ever seen you use a dagger.
I don't know, it just seems so eloquent and fancy. It really is. I read a book. It was actually a nonfiction book, which I usually don't read a lot of, but this one was.
Mm-hmm.
And a guy, he was a great swordsman, and I always kind of wanted to be like him, and so I thought maybe I'd try it out.
Oh, all right then. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So why fancy? You seem kind of cut and dry functionality.
Oh no, if I could make it more beautiful, I mean, it's all about the artwork and what you do.
Oh.
You make something functional, but if you can make it functional and beautiful, it just
That
adds
much better.
to the flair of it.
Oh. So are my bracers going to be beautiful, like me?
It'd be, if I can make it as beautiful as you, I will.
Oh, shucks. You're so nice.
I graze his cheek.
Don't. Okay. Have you had any more of that drink?
No.
you-
I tried to get some to go. They wouldn't sell it to me.
Yeah. Oh, well, you're acting like you did.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say.
What?
I was hoping you'd know what they say. I don't know.
they say a lot of things. I don't know what you're particularly aiming towards, but all right. You ready to go home?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go home.
And we go to his house.
On your way back,
We all die.
it's a nice quiet day in the city. And you notice the front door to your home is open.
I'm gonna take my dagger out, just be safe.
I'm gonna have a firebolt ready.
As you start making your way closer and closer, you realize there is an armored individual waiting at your doorway, essentially. This cladded individual is leaned up against your door open and seems to have his helmet doffed off. Or just
Do I recognize
doffed.
like the armor as
Doffed
like
off.
city?
That's redundant. Yes, you recognize the armor immediately
Okay.
as a patrolsman. It seems this individual has this slick black hair that is pulled behind these two semi-large horns of jet. This ruby-like red auburn hair, skin tone. And I threw a lot of adjectives there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
This red skin-toned individual, it seems to be mid-conversation with someone inside.
As I kind of recognize someone as the city, I just sheath the dagger, walk in, and kind of not say anything, but just wait to hear, like, wait for someone to introduce me, or...
I'll put away the firebolt and like, hey, how's it going?
They immediately somewhat stand to attention and turn. Excuse me. I was speaking to the first lieutenant. I take it you are Ashlock and Darren.
I would be Darren. Yeah.
That would make you Ashlock, yes?
Yeah, sir.
A pleasure. My name is Yorick. I'm sure you were all expecting an escort, and I will be that escort for you. And you see now this individual stands about 6 feet tall, large, almost broad, and very stoic.
Do I see weapons on him?
You do not.
Okay.
You actually don't note anything, which is odd, especially for someone who is of a kind of martial background like a patrolman would be. You would expect some sort of sidearm to defend himself, but it doesn't seem that he is wielding any.
Right. So you're gonna help us get to the monastery?
Yes, this Fellsgrove Monastery. We are heading out of town. It's supposed to be 2 days travel. I'm ready to go if you are.
Oh well.
Oh, I thought we were heading out tomorrow.
Yeah. Thought that was the plan.
Well, if you
First
would like
flight.
to, I understand. Yes, we can very well make our way tomorrow. But as I stand now, I am ready.
You're ready.
And at your service.
Don't
ready right now?
most of the city guards carry
Yeah, you have no weapons.
weapons and
I am
something to defend with?
what you would call special case. I'm one of the few very rare guards that was bestowed gifts, as you will. I understand from your father, First Lieutenant, that you also, too, carry gifts bestowed upon you. Mine comes from faith.
Right. Do you just faith a weapon in your hand?
It is the gift that the Lord has bestowed upon me.
And who might that be?
The Lord Light.
The Lord Light?
The Lord of Light.
Who the hell? Do you know who that is?
Do I know who that is?
Both of you give me religion checks.
Oh, dick. I dropped my dice.
14.
14.
13.
A 13. Both of you have heard the name, the Lord of Night, or...
He said night?
Yes, sorry, I meant night, not light.
Wow.
Other than that, I definitely, yeah.
You have heard this referred to as the patron of death and rest. or peace?
Just a neutral guy.
Yeah, very neutral, very balance of more of the aspect of death as in the mortal passing as a very natural process to all living things.
Okay.
Do we know a name for it, or just Lord of Night?
With those roles, you guys know.
No, we don't. All right. So you're a Lord of Night. Just gives you a weapon whenever you need it.
It is a gift, a miracle of sorts that I have proven myself in faith and duty, and that I find I am worthy of such gifts. And fate would have that I am the one chosen to help you vanquish these people who...
Defy what your God stands for, it sounds.
Very much.
Well, by definition, I don't think it would be a miracle if you can do it often, but can't wait to have you...
The miracle was being chosen.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that makes more sense. All right, well, I'll see you in the morning then.
Very well. The lieutenant has offered a stay here in this home for the day. An opportunity to become acquainted. At this point, your father gets up. That's right. I want you guys to become acclimated, as you will be partaking in this journey. Just the three of you.
It's only a week, so not that. Okay. Sounds all right. Sounds like a plan. Can you get us horses?
I can try to pull some strings, but I'm not holding any promises.
Is his dad breathing?
Give me a medicine check.
Shit. That's 9.
A 9. The chest plate that he has is kind of obscuring whatever motion would naturally be there, so you can't really tell.
Fuck.
I figure this would be a good opportunity for the three of you to understand each's role in this small party.
I'm just going to let Johnson fly around a little bit just to relax. I'm just let my Johnson out.
Have you worked with Yorick very much?
I trained him for a bit.
He's a competent fighter.
He's capable, yes. His skills specialize in aiding his allies, which I find a good counterpart to the two of you.
How's his miracle?
I'm not, and you know this, Ashlock, I'm not a big believer, but I've seen this kid in action.
Yeah.
And you can joke all you want, but he's capable.
I'm not joking. I'm just rather have information. Does that make sense?
He's a bit of a recluse himself.
Ulrich the Enigma. All right.
Yorick.
What did I say?
Auric.
Oh. Ulrich?
Yeah, I think you said Auric. That's aside the point.
Yorick? You have a weird name, man.
I understand, yes. Anywho, just try to make the most of your time together.
Do we have to salute him?
Not unless you're part of the Crown's Guard.
How old are you, kid? How old are you?
Me, by your standards, I would be somewhere around 32.
Oh. All right.
I had a bit of a project that I was gonna do that would really help Darren out.
Yeah. What kind of project?
Well, I can make these scrolls, where basically he can read it off real quick and it'll cast a spell, and it just makes it easier. You don't have to use as much magic to do it. But I was going to make bracers that he could keep them in so that he could get them out real quick. And I was also going to try to enchant them so that he could actually store spells in it at the same time. But it's going to be a bit of an endeavor to get them made. And I don't really know if I can go.
What?
What?
I didn't really want to sign up, and I just kind of agreed because I felt like Darren wanted me to.
You couldn't have said this before.
Yeah. What?
I just felt a lot of pressure to say that I would go, and like I've seen a lot of stuff in the past couple of days, and I think I need a break and not to see stuff like that for maybe, like at least like a week.
All right. I understand. I don't blame you. I'm sorry if you felt like I was pressuring you to rise to a certain standard that you thought I needed from you, but no. If you aren't comfortable with something, you gotta do what you just did. You gotta assert yourself. You gotta make sure that you're putting your needs and your safety first. I'm proud of you.
I don't feel good about it.
Hey, look.
I'm sorry. Maybe I should go.
No, you don't want to go. You stay. Look, I got Uric here, and he helps people. That's his specialty, and I can pretty much handle my end of things. And you know what? That one spell scroll you made, see if he can read it.
Which one?
The one I couldn't read.
Which was a
Cure wounds.
Oh, yeah, I'll show it to Yorick. I hate Yorick. Can you read this?
What is this?
It's a spell. Can you read it? Does it make sense to you?
Yeah, it looks pretty simple.
Oh, shit. Look at that.
Would y'all mind just hanging out for like 2 more hours and I can make you another one of these?
That's fine.
We have all day.
Yeah. Well, actually, if it's just going to be you and I, then we can hand out tonight if you want.
Okay. Sure. This works. I'm sorry that you become overwhelmed by what you have seen. But if this is what you think is right, then okay.
It definitely doesn't
Ashlock.
make you less.
Can I have a second with you?
Yes, sir.
And he pulls you aside. Now, I want you to realize what you're doing.
Yeah.
If anything happens to your friends, you realize your guilt will be immeasurable. But I also understand what you might have gone through. Having dealt with these pricks myself, I don't blame you. But just think really hard before you make a decision you might regret.
I want to find the best way to help that I can, and I feel like this would really play into my strengths, I guess. I don't know what happened with that R in that word.
Strengths.
That was really weird.
You really want to emphasize that to your dad. Dad, this is going to really play into my strengths. Fucking yoked out.
All right.
Taking mental steroids.
To go from Bruce Banner to the Hulk.
Ashlock build. Tinker.
Ashlock scroll.
I'm so smart.
Ashlock Reed.
Oh, Ashlock now poo. Just narrates the whole time. All right, sorry, George.
So yeah, you guys return back.
How do because like they walked away out of earshot, right? Mm-hmm. Does Ashlock look like morally beaten down? Because from what Darren does know about Ashlock's dad, said Ashlock's dad can be a bit of a prick. Mm-hmm. And he at times has been very controlling and rude. And Darren doesn't like that. So
I would say he looked very like down on himself before he went to go talk with his dad.
and now?
He looks about the same.
Okay.
All right, folks. Looks like it's just gonna be you two.
All right. I'm fine with that.
York, take care of this idiot.
Wait.
Yes, I will do my best to make sure this.
I'm right here.
I understand that.
I,
I would rather say it in front of you than behind your back.
I do respect that. Also not an idiot.
My son has decided to play to his strengths, it seems, which I'm inclined to agree with. The less trouble he gets himself into, the more I am inclined to agree with that plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, that just leaves you two.
I'll be fine. And I give him a big old thumbs up. Yeah. I got this.
Just remember to keep your head on your shoulders, kiddo.
You like Hades and Hercules? There's like 2 thumbs on fire.
Now I do. Well, that's the only place I'd rather it and want it to be, so it's going to stay there.
And I think with Yorick, I think you'll have an easier time about doing that. All right.
That's good to fucking hear.
So you guys are leaving now, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you want me to do another
Oh, no, yeah.
cure wounds?
Do another one of those
Scroll.
weird ass scrolls and we'll head out.
Yeah, I want to just like play Game of 3 Dragon Ante or something while I do this. Or I'm already writing.
I do not participate in those games.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna head over to the workstation and grab some of my stuff.
If there is time, I will.
You get about
take
2
time.
hours.
I will take time and pray.
Okay. I'm gonna head over to the workstation area. I'll write you a note.
Okay.
On it. It's just gonna a lot of like encouragement. Like, you know, believe in yourself. Like,
You draw the hang in there cat hanging on a limb
yeah.
and post it up on the wall.
Yeah, hang in there, buddy. And then on another one, I remind you to be watchful of your dad.
Yeah.
Because we still don't know what's affecting him, and that Johnson did not want to go onto him, so he's still.
How much of that do you put into words?
Watch your dad,
Okay.
because you'll know.
Yeah.
You're smart. Darren's apparently stupid.
I didn't know if you actually wrote down, watch out for your dad because blah, 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 blah. Here's
Yeah.
all this written evidence.
No, just watch your dad.
Exhibit A.
And then Darren will sit there and let his guard drop a little bit and feel really worried about going on this quest without Ashlock by his side, because the past couple days Ashlock's always been there to bring him back up, and he fiddles his staff a little bit and takes a second and realizes that a lot of Ashlock's runes and writings are still on his staff. Well, I won't be completely without you. I'll be all right. I'll be fine. He takes a big old breath. Walks back into the house. Hey, so we having dinner? Or what? Hello? Dinner?
At this point, Thomas comes in. What are you yelling about?
If we're gonna have dinner before we leave?
I mean, I hope so. Wife's not back yet, though.
Oh.
Probably still in the market.
So he's working. He's praying.
Mm-hmm. How about you sit down with me for a second, kiddo?
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'll sit down. Yes.
You seem to have a lot of interest in my kid.
I think he's a cool guy. Yep.
You know, I think I agree with you.
Does he know that?
He doesn't have to. It's not my place to tell him what to think. It's my place to keep him safe.
I think that's Thomas, the first lieutenant, talking and not Thomas's dad.
Yeah, well,
You still have time to change that. He may be
this is me talking to you, kiddo.
Oh, okay.
I want you to listen.
Listen.
Seems ever since my son met you, seems to be getting into a whole lot of fucking trouble. But he's managed to come out of it on top.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go ahead and say that some small part of that might have been you.
All right.
And I don't think I actually got the time to say thank you.
Oh. That means a lot.
Right. Still don't kind of like you, though.
I don't like you either, but
I
that's
feel
fine.
like you are a bad influence.
I mean, to be fair, Ashlock was going to get that job from Ethan without
That's not
me.
what I'm saying.
I mean, what bad trouble has he gotten into that I might have pushed him towards?
That's the whole thing. I think you push him to do things he is uncomfortable with. And you see it as some sort of getting him out of his shell sort of encouragement. Understand that sometimes people like my son are best not pushed into doing things.
I mean, I haven't pushed him out of his shell for anything. In fact, I let him know that he doesn't have to do anything that he doesn't want to do. When he let us know that he was uncomfortable going, I was the first one to sit there and support him in his decision. He doesn't have to go and put his life on the line against some evil cult of undead fucking assholes. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to leave his room if he doesn't want to. I just want him to be the happiest and best he can be. If that's staying in his room tinkering all day, then hell yeah. If that's going out and experiencing the world, putting your life on the line, then hell yeah. I'm not going to
agree
be
with that.
I'm not going to be a voice of conscience, but I will be there to always support him. Now, if he does something that's absolutely detrimental to him, yeah, I'll step in and I'll tell him no. But I'm not his dad. I'm his friend. Will I protect him? Yeah. Will I let him know afterwards so he can learn if he's making a bad decision? Yeah. But I haven't been pushing him towards anything. And you're trying. I can see that. But he doesn't need to be constantly protected. He also doesn't need to be completely sheltered. Sometimes you have to give someone a little bit of room so they can learn. I mean, he was cooped up in his room for God knows how long before he got that job with Ethanson. And now that he experienced a little bit of the world, and yes, it's a pretty shitty part of the world that he's experienced, he now knows a little more. He's a little wiser.
On that note, how much you guys know about this Ethanson character?
I know nothing.
Well, that's what I gathered. And you guys decided to take the job anyways.
Well, I had just met.
That's aside the point. I'm trying to...
Well, I was trying to let you know why I chose to pick it.
That's...
Because it was
I'm
your
more
son.
concerned about...
Your son's the reason why I took the job.
Okay. I'm more concerned about why this guy is approaching two young scraps of kids to
One
do
of them
this.
decently attractive. I use humor as a defense mechanism.
I understand that. You try to use humor.
Yeah. Was that a jab at me?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just...
And he was real intent on trying to get that device back.
Was he?
Yeah. Ashlock wanted to go to him first and talk to him, and
Did you guys go to him first?
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we went to his room, and he was very peculiar about some enchantments or stuff happening in his room before he came in, and I feel like he would have had the power to take it from us if he wanted to, but I needed to be willing. And then
Yeah, he doesn't...
I might be looking into this too much.
No, I think you might be right. Something about that guy doesn't strike me as the straight shooter he claims to be.
Yeah. Who knows?
Anywho, if you encounter him again, just be wary.
All right.
Anywho,
How are you feeling, Thomas?
stressed. What else is new?
I was talking more about like what happened to you. And I know Ashlock's real word, and
That's nothing. I've had worse on the jib.
the jib.
The job.
I've had worse on the jib.
Durr.
Well, just make sure you let him know that you're doing good.
Yeah, also, I can feel your eyes peering at me, by the way.
What?
You're constantly looking at me. And
Well,
I know I'm attractive, but I'm a spoken man.
you know what? You got me. Ever since I laid eyes on you,
What are you looking for, kid?
just told you. You got it right on the dot. You are an attractive
I'm
man.
not here to joke.
I'm not either.
What are you looking for? What are your concerns?
Well, look at how attractive you are. I'm telling you. I'm one of those people that doesn't just...
Give me a deception.
Okay. 21.
22.
Oh, shit.
You gave away your hand too early, kiddo.
Yeah.
This defense mechanism of yours.
Yep. That's right. All right, fine. You caught me. I don't think you're all right. You may feel it, but I don't think you are. I think something has planted a seed inside you that I don't know when it's going to grow, come to fruition. So I'm a little worried about leaving Ashlock with you. Not because you would do something, because whatever they put inside you or on you or attached to you might come forth without me here. So it's nothing against you. It's against what happened to you. I don't trust that magic. I'm worried about it.
Looks like you're not as dumb as I thought you'd be. Which is good.
Well, part of my defense mechanism is also selling myself a little short, so people don't look
You're
at
a little
me too
good at
much.
that. A little too good. All right. Well,
That's a little hurtful.
this is good talk, kid.
Yep. You too, Thomas. Just maybe walk down the God's Alley and let the people at Bahamut's place look at you.
God's row.
God's Row. Yep, that's what I said, right?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not one to really believe in all those shenanigans.
Well, it's not if you have faith. It's more of the practice that they can do. Maybe they can peer to something that Arcane couldn't.
Maybe.
Because this feels like the absolute opposite of divine magic. So
Maybe you got a point, kiddo. I don't know.
I try to have points. If not for me or yourself, do it for Ashlock and Ruth.
Speaking of which, where is he?
I don't know. I still haven't been in this town yet. I've only been in this town for like a week, so I don't know how far the market is.
That's a ways into town, but she'll be back soon, I'm sure.
Maybe yes, or maybe he prayed and found her location. Okay, I'm done now.
So, the day continues. Ruth comes back. Dinner's made.
Yes, dinner.
Ashlock, anything you'd like to do?
And ye shall be healed. All right, got that scroll ready. Yorick, 2 of these, so you can use them on yourself or Darren. Or Darren seems to go down pretty quick and easy in my experience, so watch out for him.
Yorick gets up from praying in some strange chorus-like language where it's almost as if songs are being sung like hymns. What languages do you speak?
Not many.
All right.
I speak
Common Draconic.
All right.
Common Draconic. I speak Abyssal, Common Draconic, and Primordial.
All right. None of you catch what language it is, but it does sound beautiful. He comes back up. You say these are scrolls, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you. So, everyone's fed. It's time to go.
Yeah. Ashlock,
Yeah.
those bracers are going to be amazing.
Thank you.
And try not to break the enchantment on this staff while I'm out.
I want. Oh, good point. I've got one for you too.
For me.
Yeah. Do you mind if I just work on your armor for? It'll take just 2 seconds.
He looks to Thomas. Thomas just kind of nods. Okay.
Come over here where I've got my ink and stuff, and I dip my quill in, start drawing out some runes just around kind of the collar line, and then it kind of glows. And he's got a +1 armor.
Okay.
Ooh.
Actually, let me double check, make sure that's the one that I kept. If I infuse items. Yes. Yeah, so I increase his armor to be a +1.
Okay.
Does that work if he's already had magic armor? Does he have magic armor?
There were no magical inscriptions you saw on his armor, which was common fare for a city guardsman.
Okay. All right. Oh, I guess you didn't have time to check on horses.
No, you guys were in a bit of a rush, it seems.
Well, might as well get this done. I'd rather be back sooner than later.
And I did already give you the other 3 scrolls, right?
What scrolls?
Featherfall. Hold on.
You should have it in your inventory, right?
No, he didn't give it to you.
Oh.
The ones that I finished the day before. Featherfall. What were they?
I don't know.
Well, John, I took them off of mine because I gave them to you.
No, you didn't. Oh, I have one of Featherfall and Expeditious Retreat. What's the third one?
I don't know, it was just those two.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Very well.
Yeah.
And Yorick has cure wounds.
2 of them.
2 cure wounds. Okay. And you said you also made bracers for him?
No, that's what I'm going to work on while he's gone.
Alrighty. Very well. So as our 2 scouts, it seems, head out, York gives a salute to Thomas, and Thomas reciprocates.
Darren gives a big
Ashlock.
ol' hug to Ashlock. Hug?
English is a thing.
Apparently not tonight for us. Darren gives a hug to Ashlock. Squeezes him a little tight.
Ashlock's arms just stay straight down by his legs the whole time.
Yeah. Darren kind of picks him up a little bit. Lets him down. Puts his hands on his shoulders. See you in about a week, bud.
All right. That hurt.
You're fine.
Okay.
It was pleasure to have met you, Ashlock.
Thank you. You too. Good luck.
Are you ready?
I'll cast light on the orb of my staff. Throw it around. Throw it over my shoulder. Yep. Let's go.
We will see you soon, Captain.
Thought he was first lieutenant.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. You must not be a great guardsman if you don't remember your ranks. All right, let's go. Let's start walking off. Probably in the wrong direction because I don't know where we're going.
Well, you should know. You're heading north.
I'll turn from west to north and start walking north.
Ashlock, you see your new friend.
Best friend.
Only friend.
You see your only friend make way north of town. As you
Automatically
stand in
makes
your
me the best
doorway,
friend.
he heads off
Confidently.
out of sight. And that's where we leave Ashlock.
One last thing.
Yeah.
I look at Thomas. Is he breathing?
Not you two, boy. Damn it.
He's not breathing. Isn't that one?
And that
shit.
one, you can't tell.
Why will we never know?
It's going to be the greatest secret I was ever to keep. Anywho,
God damn it.
so Darren, you and York head north of town. You head past the gates, and you're let through without an issue. And you start your journey.
I look at him and go, I have more weapons than you.
You think strength is divined by weapons?
No. I'm just saying, we look off. Like I'm in a skirt with a crossbow and 2 daggers and a staff. You got nothing but armor. Just looks weird. We look weird.
I do not concern myself with how we look. I concern myself with how capable we are. And
I was just saying, I came to the realization that,
you speak often.
yeah, I like to talk.
Try to have peace of mind.
I do. I just like making conversation.
Oh. Okay.
Where I come from, we talk a lot.
Where I come from, we don't really get spoken to a lot. So,
Wow.
it is culture.
Because you're a guard?
No. Because of this. And he gestures to himself, his horns and all that. And
Darren's looking at him really blankly.
it is not common to look like I do from where I am from.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, oh. Yeah. I get it. And I'll lift up the front of my cut off shirt and show all the scales going across. My town didn't really care.
That must be nice.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with you.
Has Darren
don't
ever
think so
experienced
either.
a tiefling before?
Probably not. But he was raised in a way to like, because he himself was different looking than like all the other humans in his town. His mom was like a pure heart, so she kind of raised him to not think twice about how other people look. Like, go after their personality and figure out how they act before you make a judgment call.
Okay.
Because it would have been very hypocritical if he did that, like growing up in school, like if he judged another kid for how they looked. Yeah. So, yeah, and he doesn't really care that the dude has horns and weird ass skin. He just doesn't know him yet. So, where are you from exactly?
I am from Aylesbury.
Where the fuck's that?
It is northwest of here.
Oh,
You cross the Angeren Plains.
I haven't been that far north.
No, it is very pretty. Very cold. Very pretty.
Cold doesn't bother me. Maybe I'll see it one day. I'm from the south. A lot of open fields and
I have not been south.
a little bit of warmer weather.
Omenshire is most south I have been.
Well, if we survive this trek and we end up being friends, I'll take you.
I have job.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you have a job.
Let us continue on path. One step at a time.
Why not two? And I go, skip, skip.
Audible sigh. You guys continue on this journey for the rest of the day, which you probably had half a day's travel ahead of you after everything went down.
The
This-
whole time Darren's trying to do like funny joke and like stuff, things that would have made the recluse Ashlock laugh, but like this really stoic soldier dude's just deep sighing the whole time.
Pretty much, yeah. So the journey seems a lot longer for one of you than it would be expected.
No,
But
both of us, because I'm getting nothing out of this guy. Damn it!
yeah, it's a pretty cold room. As the day continues, the weather is somewhat nice out today. Very warm and gentle breezes pass by. Somewhat cloudless sky starts to dim and grow darker and darker into the purples and into those night blues. Eventually, night does come. You guys find a workable area for resting.
All right. Do you know how to build a fire?
Yes, it's basic training.
Okay.
You guys gathered some wood. Fire is started.
I'll start putting up the alarm strings. Just do my incantations. The hum bum dum da shum, or whatever it sounds like. It's probably a draconic. And I'll put up an alarm spell. And I'll hop in my sleeping bag. Oh shit.
Crickets came out of nowhere.
Now it's night, folks. So yeah,
Daytime.
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 who would like to take first watch?
I will.
All right. As he heads to bed, he kind of puts his hand on your shoulder, says some things in that similar language that he had spoken earlier, and his eyes grow lit with this somewhat like gaseous smoke, and he nods his head back and forth, and he casts guidance on you.
Oh.
So you have D4 to your next skill check.
Got it. But you know that, no, I do. Ooh. I'll take the extra 4.
Nice.
So that's a perception check
Yeah.
of a 19.
19, very well. You see some, just some glistening in the night sky, a beautiful open, constellation-filled view, and it's a peaceful night. There's not much stirring, nothing really catches your attention, and
At one point, I'll start playing with my Johnson.
okay.
Just admiring the. I don't know why I put 2 hands up. The pretty dragon-like snake creature that I was able to summon, and look at him in his eyes, and the only thing I say the entire night as I'm up, and I say it out loud, is, "Do I believe?" When my watch is over, I'll start him up and go to sleep.
My turn already.
Nah.
Good night. Mr. York rolls. Seems the night comes to an end.
Long rest. Long rest are my favorite rest.
And the days grows brighter.
Ooh.
And you come to, naturally,
Morning.
good morning. Do you see that over there? And he points over, and you see a bit of a plume of smoke pouring out from a nearby grove of trees.
Yeah.
Do you want to check that out?
I mean, I can check it out from here if I wanted to.
Let's do that.
All right. You keep an eye around over here. And if anything starts to come at us, tap me on the shoulder 3 times.
Okay.
And I'll fling out my arm, and Johnson will curl out and fly away. Mm-hmm. And I'll go into his senses. Mm-hmm. I'll just sit there with my hands holding my staff over my crisscross applesauce legs. Mm-hmm. And fly him over there and see what I can see.
All right. And how...
I think it's a mile.
That you can perceive through him?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let me check.
All right. As you're checking that,
Find familiar.
you follow the smoke trail for a couple yards, not very far, and you come to a rest on one of the branches, and you see the source of the smoke. It's a small bonfire, and
So, like, bigger than a campfire?
somewhat, yeah. Almost its intent was to create this plume of smoke. After a couple minutes, you see a figure bring what looks like more wood, place it on the fire, and then go to rest. And what you now see is some sort of small shrine, almost. And as you see that, you notice weaponry set aside. You notice 2 swords and a bow leaning up against the nearest tree.
What race is this individual?
Give me a nature check.
Nature. That's my nature, right?
Yes.
9.
A 9. Seems humanoid, small, but something you really haven't encountered.
Small? Okay. All right. I'll pop him back. Well, I'll pop my senses back and tell Johnson to come back. There's somebody over there. Didn't see much. The person had 2 swords and a bow. Kind of made a big fire for no reason.
Should we go see what they are doing?
Shit, why not? I don't see a problem with it.
Okay.
So I start walking over there.
You guys make your way, and the plume of smoke continues. And as you get closer and closer, you start realizing that what looked like a small bonfire from your perspective is a lot larger.
Oh, shit.
And that brings the realization that this small creature, in turn, is much larger.
I'll stop as soon as I notice that.
What is it?
Yeah. So it's a pretty new thing for me to look through his eyes.
Whose eyes?
The little snake the little like gold dragon thing that I
You
shot
can
up.
perceive through that.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Anyways, it's still new. Not the best at it yet. And I thought this was pretty small. And I thought this was pretty small. Then I thought he was very small. But I don't think he's small. I think he's probably taller than me. Now that I think about it. Right?
I don't know.
Oh, shit. We might want to be a little quieter.
Do you want to have me go and you stay behind?
I look at him. What kind of armor is he wearing?
He's wearing full plate.
I don't really think you can be quiet in that.
I'm not trying to be quiet. In quite the opposite. I'm trying to draw attention while you ascertain situation.
Oh, sure.
A diversion.
Can you be charming?
I am capable of speaking.
You sure as shit weren't yesterday.
I can hear that.
What? Yeah, go ahead and I'll
All right.
hang back a little bit.
Very well. Do you want to keep your friend with me?
No.
Okay. And he starts walking.
I'll stealth behind him.
All right, give me a stealth check.
I will, George. I will.
As he sees you do this, he's going to do a quick muttering of words under his breath, and you get a guidance again.
Okay.
Because
I'll take it.
any chance you get to use it.
I mean, that's fine. It's a natural 20 on the die, plus 6. So, 26.
26. All right.
I'm a stealthy sorcerer.
Who's that lurking in your window? It's Darren.
You got chicken.
Smell chicken.
I'll smell chicken. You got chicken. All right, 26 stealth behind him.
Okay. Very well. You hear the clinging of metal come closer and closer. The fire roaring behind you as you are on your knees giving praise to the Queen of the Hunt for the game you were able to hunt down this day. As the sound grows louder, an approaching hello is heard behind you.
Leave me be.
Don't mean to stir any trouble, friend. I just came out of concern. I found the plume of smoke and came to see if there was any aid required.
Not on this day. I don't like that. Hold on.
Yeah, try again.
Now I'm nervous about it.
I look away.
All right. Not on this day.
Very well. He leans down and notices the shrine. I see I have interrupted a worship to the Queen of Hunt. Is this correct?
You're still interrupting.
Oh, shit. Am I at a point where I'm seeing and hearing this now?
Yeah, you get close enough. Give me a perception check, by the way.
15?
15. I only wish to see if I can aid you in your service. I am a worshipper of the Father of Night. Give me a religion check.
It's a natural 20.
All right.
Oh, shit.
So,
So a total of 20.
what you understand is both the Queen of the Hunt, the Father of Night, or the Lord of Night, are both they are part of a large collective known as the Ilen Rashir. They are the precursors to creation, almost. They are the divine entities that oversee this world.
Do I recognize the Lord of Night like any?
You would understand the Lord of Light to be Lord of Night to be Jen Dak, DJENDAK, Jen Dak, and he is a in this pantheon a patriarchal figure.
So is Iftir Benai kind of like a matriarchal
She
figure?
is not so much the matriarch. She is more a I wouldn't say subservient, but she is bound to adhere to his law.
Okay.
So she is sovereign herself, but his law is above hers,
Okay.
essentially. In that pantheon, he is the Zeus to her Artemis.
Okay.
So, I would be remiss if I did not offer my services as a worshipper myself. But, if you say I interrupt, then I will go.
Do I see any of the Jin Doc symbolism?
You do. In fact, you're probably one of the only ones that would notice. He has a like semi-circle or a waned moon symbol on his armor. It's faint and inscribed into it, and a full circle around it.
You worship Jin Doc.
That is correct. The Father of Night. And I understand that Ifrit Vanai is welcome here.
Then, if you want, you can join.
It would be my pleasure. To what service is this worship to?
Serves two purposes. First, as always, thanking the mother for giving us food, allowing us to partake in in a part of her world. Also, a bit of a service of memory.
Someone has passed.
Yeah, 1 year ago today.
Then it is the God's own will that I be here to serve us in the worship of those who have passed us.
Darren's over off the side, just shaking his head. Going, man, more faith people.
If I am to be an ally in this, I will be upfront. I have a friend, a comrade, awaiting outside, not too far from here. I would ask him to make himself present to make you more comfortable. Is this okay?
That's fine.
I jump up. Hey!
And he actually is a bit startled to you, as you did not notice how close he was before.
Howdy.
Try to be more quiet.
Is my
Okay. I'll sit back down in the bush.
Oh, fuck, where'd he go?
to introduce myself, my name is Yorick Yamar.
Name's Jed.
A pleasure.
How big is he? Now that I'm up closer and not looking through his snake eyes.
He's about 6'3"-ish.
Oh, so he's. Fuck, did I say Darren was 6 foot or 6'3"?
6 foot.
Okay. Yeah, you're a little taller.
So you and Yorick are about the same height.
Okay.
Damn, this is a
Tall
tall
ass.
group.
Tall ass group of people.
Male,
John-
male power fantasies will do that.
John in real life is 5'9". Fuck. Cool. I'll just poke my head out. Yeah. Like literally just like open up the side of the bush. Yeah, name's Darren. Darren Goldenheart. I'm not very faithful to any god, so I'm just gonna stay over here and not fuck up y'all's mumbo jumbo. We good?
Yes.
Cool. Let me know when you're done.
All right.
I'll just Homer Simpson back into the bush.
He always that weird.
Unfortunately.
That's rude.
So, if I may have name of person who has passed.
It's Claire.
Claire. He kneels down. He lights up some incense separate from what you may have. And he starts going into some sort of meditation in a language you may not know. What languages do you know?
More than Ashlock. Common Elvish Giant Orc.
Okay. You do not recognize this language, but you do find it beautiful and serene to listen to. You do note the name Claire is brought up in this meditation.
Really pure, like really beautiful music. Claire.
After a couple minutes, he arises from this, puts his hand on your shoulder. The Lord of Night has brought peace and blessings to those who have reached his grace. I am sure Claire sits beside his throne. And he kind of just nods. This is far from...
That's the nicest you've been since I met you.
You seem far from civilization. Is this on purpose?
I've never really been a part of civilization. I just grew up with my mother in a cabin in some grassland and been wandering ever since for this past year looking for whoever killed her.
I poke my head out. Grassland? Where you from?
Just the south of here a little bit.
Oh, shit, where from?
It's literally just a cabin.
Oh, cool. I'm from the south. I think a little bit farther south than you, but yeah.
Okay.
I am gracious that you have allowed me to seek prayer for those you have lost.
It means a lot that you do it for a stranger.
It is the God's will themselves has brought me here upon you. It is no coincidence.
I've never had the gods talk to me or anything, but I don't know. Maybe they did send you to me.
The gods speak to you every time you are given gifts,
Doubt it.
especially those from the Queen Mother, the Mother of Hunt. Any game you might find, any shelter, or any conflict, I'm sure she is there, aiding you to prevail. But, nonetheless, we must continue on our trek.
Are y'all done with the prayer stuff?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Oh, come out. Johnson resting on my head. Hi, nice to officially meet you. Not from a weird distance.
I'll shake hands.
Name's Darren.
Jed.
Nice to meet you.
Jed Clareson.
Jed Clarison?
Yes.
Oh, because Claire's... Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Is this a fire for anyone?
It's
I'll control flame some fire to my hand and start fidgeting with it. Really uncomfortable by the amount of faith-based shit that's happened in the past 12 hours.
quite rude to
I asked first.
mess with holy fire.
I'll control flame it back. Sorry. Have it.
Okay.
yes,
York,
yes.
I feel like I am indebted to you.
Oh, there is no need. It is, like I said, the will of the gods themselves. I am only what is word?
Messenger.
I am only a
Pawn.
pawn or
Tool.
keep going. Yeah, I will get there eventually.
Rotten bag of tomatoes.
I surrogate of their own will. They have blessed me with gifts, and I do my best to return those back to the world. I thank you for the opportunity to speak the name of Jindak.
Yeah, that's all great and shit.
Both of you give me perception checks.
Ah, shit, dick. Oh, that was almost good.
12.
4.
As this goes on, Jed, you pick up on the sounds of what could be hooves. And from out of the bushes, this small pack of what look like boars, but larger than your average boar.
Wow.
But larger than average, come hurling through, and one of them almost completely demolishes the bonfire you had set. One tramples entirely.
How big is it?
Oh, they're probably about 7 feet.
Oh, shit.
They are giants, if you will. Tramples through, and the other one demolishes the shrine you had made. Another one kind of rounds the corner, and some of them manage to buckle some trees, toss them somewhat aside, just their massive weight alone. You're surrounded by 3 giant boars. And that's what we're going to pick up next time.
No, I was so ready to roll initiative. I have a dice in my hand. Damn it.
Oh, okay.
Ah, that was good. It's a new character type for you, huh?
Yep.
Ooh, shit.
Okay, let's see what this... Jed?
Jed,
What
Jet?
race is he?
half orc.
Oh, okay. I love half-orcs. They're so much fun.
I can't wait.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time on Out of Character.
Bye.
Adios.